Have you ever stepped into your yard, looked at those ugly brown patches, and asked yourself, how do I fix brown spots in my lawn without spending thousands of dollars? I know that feeling, and so do thousands of homeowners across the US. The truth is, it's not always a lack of water. In fact, overwatering, the wrong fertilizer, or even lawn fungus are often the real culprits behind yellow grass and dead spots. This channel isn't about complicated lawn care theories. I share practical tips and proven lawn care strategies I've learned from over 15 years of experience. Everything from how to repair dead grass spots naturally to keeping Bermuda and Kentucky bluegrass healthy through the toughest summer heat. My goal is simple: help you take control of your lawn, keep it green year-round, and avoid wasting money on overpriced lawn services. In today's video, I'll walk you through 3 simple secrets to fix those brown patches and turn your lawn from an eyesore into the pride of the neighborhood. Grab a cup of coffee, sit back, relax, and watch this video. Because I will reveal a little tip at the end of the video to help you keep your lawn green despite the harshest weather. Before going into the main content, I want to ask if you are having the same problem. Please comment your questions below. I will try to answer all. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos, helping your lawn to be perfect all year round. Have you ever stepped into your yard, looked at those ugly brown patches, and asked yourself what's really causing them? The problem is, it's not always as simple as a lack of water. Many different culprits are quietly destroying your lawn, and identifying the right one is the first step to getting your green lawn back. Let's dive in and explore the most common causes so you can diagnose your lawn right from home. You've spent money on fertilizer, you've tried watering more, but nothing seems to work. Your neighbors are starting to talk, and you're worried about the cost of a full lawn service. The first step to a solution is understanding the real problem. Not all brown spots are created equal. A lot of homeowners see yellowing grass and think, oh, it must be the sun, or I need to water more. But often, the real culprit is a sneaky lawn fungus like brown patch. Unlike dry spots that show up slowly and have hard, dry soil underneath, a fungus can spread across your lawn like an oil slick overnight, often leaving a telltale ring. If you don't act fast, that small patch can take over your entire lawn, and the cost to restore it could be 5 times what it would have been to treat it early. So, how do you tell the difference? Here's my pro tip. Grab a screwdriver. Push it into a brown area. If the soil is hard and the grass feels brittle, it's a watering issue. But if the soil is damp and the grass still looks dead, it's probably a fungus or fertilizer burn. The good news is, you don't need to spend thousands of dollars to fix this. Just a few small steps can get you a beautiful, lush lawn. Alright, now that you know how to identify the problem, let's talk about the solution. One of the biggest mistakes I see homeowners make is with their watering routine. They think a little bit every day is enough, but in reality, that's just a recipe for shallow roots and weak grass. So, let's get into the right way to water your lawn. The truth is, most people are watering their lawn completely wrong. They turn on their sprinklers for just 10 minutes a day, thinking that's enough. But that only wets the surface, and the water never gets deep down where the roots are. This is a huge reason why you see those brown patches in your grass after summer heat. The shallow roots can't handle the stress. The right way to water is to go deep, not often. Aim for 2 to 3 times a week, and let the water run for at least 30 to 40 minutes each time. You want the water to soak down 6 inches into the soil. An easy trick? Use a rain gauge or even a tuna can to measure how much water you're putting down. You should be aiming for about 1 to 1.5 inches of water per week. And remember, always water in the early morning, never at night. Watering at night creates a perfect, moist environment for fungus to grow. I once worked with a family in Florida whose Bermuda grass was completely scorched in July. They were convinced it was the heat, but after we adjusted their deep watering schedule, their lawn recovered in just 2 weeks with no chemicals needed. The good news is, you don't need to spend thousands of dollars on fancy systems. Just a few small adjustments can get you the lush, healthy lawn of your dreams. If you found this tip helpful, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more proven lawn care tips. Now that you've checked your watering, what if you still have those spreading brown spots? That's when you know you might be dealing with a nasty lawn disease. Don't wait. Lawn fungus can turn a small patch into a dead lawn in a matter of a week, and it's a big reason people lose hope in their lawn care efforts. This isn't a watering issue, this is a health issue. If you suspect fungus, it's time to take action. You need a fungicide, and for most homeowners, a simple spot treatment will do the trick. Look for products with active ingredients like azoxystrobin or propiconazole. A pro tip: make sure you rotate your products with different active ingredients. This helps prevent the fungus from building up a resistance, so you stay one step ahead. But chemicals aren't the only answer. You also need to improve air circulation. Make sure you're mowing your grass at the right height. For a cool season grass like Kentucky bluegrass, that's 3 to 3.5 inches. Don't let your lawn get too dense, as this can trap moisture and create the perfect breeding ground for disease. I remember a family in Ohio who called me in August with their entire yard covered in brown patches. We used a fungicide treatment twice, 2 weeks apart, and combined it with raising their mower height. Their lawn bounced back beautifully. It just goes to show you that with the right knowledge, you can save your lawn without a huge professional bill. Alright, we've covered the diagnosis and treatment, but what do you do about those spots that are already completely dead? Don't worry, you don't need to rip out your entire lawn. You can easily repair dead grass spots naturally yourself. The biggest mistake I see homeowners make is just throwing seed on top of a dead patch and hoping for the best. That seed won't grow. You have to prepare the ground first. Here's the step-by-step to a quick and easy patch fix. First, use a rake or a dethatcher to completely remove all the dead grass and loosen the soil about 1 to 2 inches deep. This is like preparing a nice, soft bed for your new seeds. Next, choose the right type of grass seed for your area, like Bermuda grass for the south or Kentucky bluegrass for the north. Sprinkle the seeds evenly over the patch. Finally, cover the seeds with a thin layer of topsoil or compost. The final step is crucial. You have to keep the area lightly moist every single day until you see the seeds sprout. If you're doing a summer lawn repair, look for quick germination seed to see results in just 7 to 10 days. I remember a time in Dallas when a homeowner was preparing for a big backyard barbecue, but their lawn was a disaster. We applied this exact method, and within 3 weeks, their lawn was vibrant and green. All their guests were asking, "Wow, how did you get your grass to look so good?" The good news is, you can do this yourself without spending thousands of dollars. You're just a few steps away from the lawn of your dreams. We've gone through how to identify and fix the problems, but what if you want to stop them from happening in the first place? Think of this as your lawn's insurance policy. By building a few simple, long-term habits, you can keep your lawn green year-round and save yourself a ton of headaches and money. One of the most common mistakes I see is homeowners scalping their grass, cutting it way too short. This weakens the grass and makes it more susceptible to stress and disease. A simple rule of thumb: never remove more than 1/3 of the blade's height at a time. For a type like St. Augustine, aim for 3.5 to 4 inches. Another game changer is aeration. Doing this just once a year in the fall or spring helps loosen up compacted soil, so water, air, and nutrients can get deep down to the roots. And when it comes to fertilizer, less is more. Don't overload your lawn with too much nitrogen. I recommend a balanced, slow-release fertilizer in early spring and early fall. And for pet owners, if you're tired of those telltale yellow spots from your dog, you can either create a dedicated potty area for them or simply spray the spot with water immediately after they go. If you found these tips helpful, give this video a thumbs up. And I want to hear from you. What season do you see the most brown spots in your lawn, summer or spring? Leave a comment below, and I'll do my best to respond to everyone. And there you have it. The secret to fixing brown spots on your lawn isn't a complex, expensive service. It's a little bit of knowledge and a lot of patience. Today, we learned how to be a detective for your own lawn, figuring out if your problem is from watering mistakes, a sneaky fungus, or something else entirely. We also walked through simple, actionable steps to patch those dead spots and, most importantly, prevent them from coming back. The most valuable tool you have isn't a fancy machine or a bag of chemicals. It's your own eyes, a screwdriver, and a willingness to get your hands a little dirty. Start by making one small change. Maybe it's adjusting your watering schedule to the early morning or raising your mower height just an inch. You'll be amazed at the difference a single habit can make. Thank you for joining me today. I truly believe that with the right tips, anyone can have a beautiful lawn they're proud of. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to keep your lawn looking its best year-round without the stress, hit that subscribe button. I'll be back next week with more proven lawn care tips to help you on your journey. Happy mowing!